Are the thrills of watching storage wars still fresh in your mind? People place bids on vacant storage units with the expectation of discovering a hidden reward. Unexpected discoveries and unforgettable personalities abound on the show, and we will never forget the stars they brought. Yet, I don't see them anymore. We miss the faces that brought us joy, horror, and gasps of surprise. Where are they now? In this film, we take a look back at the Storage Wars cast and learn about their lives after the show ended. It seems like some of them are acting irrationally today. The annoying "yup" catchphrase that Dave Hester used in the sales rooms was well received. It was obvious that Hester was the antagonist in Storage Wars. The other bids were warned of an impending battle the second that distinctive cry sounded. Hester was the ideal villain due to his belligerent demeanor and seemingly limitless supply of money. Everyone loved to despise him or despised him to no end. He became instantly identifiable and stood out from his co-stars due to his frightening demeanor and all-back attire. Despite his villainous exterior, the show's antagonist was actually a savvy businessman who had extensive experience with storage auctions thanks to his prior ownership of a thrift store. After being fired from A&E for claiming that the show was supposedly planned from the beginning, Hester decided to change careers and started his own auctioneering and advising business. He could finally put his TV star days behind him and concentrate on his business ventures, free from the scrutiny that had plagued him for so long. Reality TV fans took notice of Hester's lawsuit against A&E, in which he claimed that the network had rigged the bidding process and hidden valuable items in storage units to increase the drama. Many now question the veracity of the show and similar ones, even though the lawsuit was ultimately dropped. Now that he is semi-retired, the father of two is enjoying a more peaceful life in Alaska with his family. He suffered an ischemic stroke in 2018 due to his hypertension and sleep apnea. He had a radical shift in his life after getting off television. He survived, but the health scare meant he had to undergo extensive treatment before he could do even the most basic things again. He gained a fresh perspective on life following the storage bidding wars because of this. In contrast to his typically icy TV persona, Hester's loved ones rallied around him as he recovered, demonstrating a supportive side. Dan and Laura Dodson were the show-stopping auctioneers and keepers of the fast pace in every season of Storage Wars. Together, Dan's lightning-fast pattern and Laura's keen eye for buyers allowed them to sell dozens of items non-stop in one afternoon. Their infectious enthusiasm and genuine interest in the sale process captivated viewers at home and in front of the television. Every storage unit, no matter how mundane, appeared intriguing. The show's authenticity came from the couple's story, which began with their meeting at an auction and progressed to a love and business relationship. American Auctioneers was a Southern California institution for decades before they became TV stars, thanks to their legendary reputation and skill as auctioneers. The show stood out from other reality shows that relied on hired experts instead of finding them because of its realistic believability. As they entertained and educated viewers, the Dodsons shared insider information about auction law, facility regulations, and bidder psychology. Their on-screen chemistry was genuine, and they maintained a strong friendship off-screen as well. As they run American Auctioneers, a company that hosts public sales across California where people come to try their luck at winning big with long-lost treasures, their love for the auction business grows. In addition to storage auctions, the couple's business now encompasses estate sales, corporate liquidations, and charity events. Their versatility and commitment to their job as auctioneers are demonstrated by this. They continue to be very much in love and enjoy working together, as their social media accounts demonstrate. Sales hints and sneak peeks at their jam-packed event schedule across the state are just some of the things they share. When it came to storage unit sales, people adored Daryl Sheets' daring go big or go home strategy. Sheets was not afraid to splash out big on units that showed promise, in contrast to his more cautious competitors. Being willing to spend thousands of dollars on a unit that others had passed on showed that he was confident in his abilities and had extensive knowledge of the antiques, collectibles, and resale markets. His callous disregard for social norms earned him the nickname the Gambler. In the 1970s, before television cameras turned the business into entertainment, Sheets began working at storage auctions, so he brought decades of experience to the show. An original art collection by Frank Gutierrez, valued at over $300,000, was the most renowned artifact ever discovered by Daryl. It ranks high among the greatest discoveries made by any cast member on the show. This incredible haul solidified his reputation as someone who could discern worth where others perceived garbage, and demonstrated that he had been correct to bid aggressively. Daryl became a fan favorite due to his genuine nature and skill at bidding, as well as his honesty and humility. As they envisioned themselves in his position, many of them sought riches among the discarded objects. The fact that he was passing his knowledge on to Brandon, his son, through their father-son relationship, made his story all the more compelling. Sheets has been devoting his time and energy to a personal transformation that he considers to be of equal importance to his most recent sales successes. He has utilized his weight loss and celebrity status to inspire others dealing with health issues. Daryl took a keen interest in updating his fans on his health journey after he lost a few pounds. He began sharing diet regimens and exercise routines on social media. He underwent surgery in 2019 due to a heart attack, elevating the significance of his journey towards improved health. Fortunately, he recovered from this terrifying health scare, and he has since made several guest appearances on the show. Many Storage Wars viewers were captivated by Barry Weiss, affectionately known as the Collector due to his eccentric demeanor and method of placing bids. The public adored the dramatic touch that Weiss brought to the bidding process by arriving in vintage cars adorned with peculiar accessories such as bespoke binoculars and bizarre toys. Weiss approached each auction with the attitude of a collector, seeking unique items that would satisfy his diverse tastes, in contrast to his competitors who were primarily concerned with making a profit. His passion for collecting, evident in his genuine delight at discovering unusual items, regardless of their value, transcended the typical buyer's pursuit of financial gain. Being a well-known director who was already wealthy before he joined the show gave Barry a unique perspective compared to his co-stars. Bidding on units was more of a hobby than a necessity for him, since his livelihood wasn't dependent on sale income. His performances were consistently entertaining because audiences were captivated by the unexpected peculiarities he would discover, as he could appreciate objects for their intrinsic beauty rather than their potential resale value. This charming, eccentric uncle became a fan favorite thanks to his sunny disposition and playful digs at other bids. He brought joy and emotion to fights that could have been brutal otherwise. After 4 enjoyable seasons, Weiss announced the end of Storage Wars in 2015, but his TV days weren't over just yet. When he left the main show, many fans were disappointed because they adored his unique approach to the storage auction game. While some reality TV stars lose popularity after leaving their shows, Barry's charisma and fan base allow him to be cast in new TV projects. After leaving the main show, Barry's success earned him his own show. As he searched the nation for unique artifacts, a little app called Buried Treasure trailed behind. Despite the short runtime, the 8 episodes demonstrated Weiss's passion for strange artifacts and his extensive network in the collecting world. As the show progressed, viewers saw Barry in his element as he ventured beyond storage units to explore private collections, remote barns, and estate sales in search of hidden treasure. He made a subsequent television return with Barry's Treasure Hunt. Storage Wars: Barry Strikes Back was his return to television, and he and fellow cast member Kenny Crossley discussed memorable moments from the original series and shared behind-the-scenes stories that gave viewers a better understanding of how the show was created. When Weiss was severely injured and lost his motorcycle in 2019, his plans took a major nosedive. Those who were hurt in the accident had to spend a lot of time in the hospital and therapy due to internal injuries and multiple broken bones. He secured a new position as the spokesperson for Sherwood Valley Casino once he had fully recuperated. His later voiceover work for other casinos in Northern California demonstrated that his one-of-a-kind personality could be put to use in more than just storage sales. At one point, Jared Schultz and Brandy Patton were the show's most famous duo. They fought fearlessly and bought anything they wanted. In earlier seasons, they were introduced to the audience as the young guns of the program. They injected the auction scene with youthful vitality and romantic tension. The dramatic tension between Jared's impulsive actions and Brandy's practical business sense was riveting. The working-class underdogs, Brandy and Jared, were shown in contrast to their more affluent competitors. It was entertaining to see how they battled for every penny of profit because they were strapped for cash. Their intriguing backstory begins with their meeting while employed by a carpet cleaning company. Later, they opened a thrift store. On occasion, they represented the American dream of going into business for oneself. Many viewers could relate to the couple's daily struggles with juggling job, family, and finance, making them easy to root for. Their on-screen personas evolved as the seasons progressed. Brandy gained self-assurance as a bidder, and she frequently outshone Jared due to her keen eye for valuable items. Her transformation from Jared's reluctant partner to a formidable auction rival was one of the most intriguing character arcs on the show. Brandy and Jared, Married to the Job, is the reality show that the couple got their start on Storage Wars. They struggled to juggle their hectic family lives with their thriving auction business in the 8 episodes of the A&E series.